me Zoha Bilal.
And I am Zainab bint Nazir.
And we are going to take you on the journey of presidential elections. Imagine holding the highest constitutional position of India, representing more than 1 billion people, and being called the head of the state. Zainab, did you know who is this person?
Maybe is the President of India?
Yeah, you are right. It's absolutely the President of India. But in this presidential election, we have different kind of system how we elect this President of India. Zainab, tell us more about it.
Well, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is me Zainab along with my partner Zuha, and in this video lecture we are going to tell you who is president and how presidential elections are held in India. You know, according to the Article 52 of Indian Constitution, there shall be a president in India. And in Article 52, there is a method explained how to, elect a president in India. You know, presidential elections are not a direct election. It is an indirect election. It means that the president of India is elected by a special body called as Electoral College.
It is elected by a specific college known as the Electoral College. Electoral College consists of 3 bodies. First one, there comes all elected members of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. There are total 776 MPs. And then secondly, there comes all elected MPs of Legislative Assembly. And thirdly, there comes all elected members of Legislative Assembly of the UTs. But did you know there are only 2 UTs currently participating in it, which are Puducherry and Delhi. But maybe in future, Kashmir will also participate in it.
Now here arises an interesting question. Does every vote in the presidential elections have the same value? The answer is no. You know, in direct elections we follow the principle of one person, one vote, one value. However, in presidential elections, the value of votes depend on the factors such as the population and the number of elected MLAs of that state.
Here arises the question, what's the value of vote of the MP? Now the value of vote of the MP is in numerator we keep the value of total of all MPs and we divide it by the total number of members in the parliament, which is 776. And then the quota we got, we just divide by 2 and we just plus it 1. And exactly what we just number get, whoever is it, he or she, whoever that person gets this much votes, is start to form its government, is start to be the President of India, is start to be the head of the state, is start to be the first citizen of India.
You know, if any candidate does not get the required number of votes, the candidate with the least votes gets eliminated, and their votes are transferred to other candidates according to the preferences. You know, the system ensures fair representation of votes.
Now here comes, did we choose our participant, our president by EVM? No, it's not the use of EVM. Here we use ballot box, and here we give our preferences like first choice, second choice and third choice, and then we just choose our president of India. Here we use single transferable vote system in which we give choices and choose our president. Presidential election of India is done on the basis of fair and free elections, because as being living in a democratic country, it ensures that democracy of India, and it is done on the basis of democracy. Thank you so much. It was all about presidential elections.